Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, as you can see, I'm finally doing my updated handbag collection video for 2022. This is for sure the most requested video on my channel, and I just kept putting it off, didn't feel like the right time, but I do feel like I'm in a really good place with my collection, super happy with where it's at. This video is actually getting published on the 2-year anniversary of my last bag collection video from 2020, so it felt like the right time to do this. I don't want to ramble too much in the intro because that was a comment in the last one and I want to oblige. I will have chapter marks for each brand in case you're more interested in one over the other, and then I will be going in order from the oldest bag that I've had to the most recent. That's my quick little spiel on that. I do also want to give a little disclaimer. I know that it's not necessary, but feel like a lot of people do these for the videos. Just to mention, you know, I have worked for these bags. Some of these bags I got through brand partnerships, others I saved up for, with the exception of I think 2 that were gifts from Marco. Yeah, that's just a little disclaimer. I will have my previous bag collections down below, and that's pretty much it. If you're new here, my name is Alyssa Lenore. I do these kinds of luxury fashion related videos as well as vlogs. So if you like the vibe, you like the energy, please hit that subscribe button, as well as notifications bell so that you know post new videos. And we're gonna get started. Since I implemented my 1 in, 1 out a few years ago, I'm actually down quantity-wise from the last bag collection video, but the quality of the bags have definitely bumped up a bit. I've been tweaking my collection for years and years, so yeah. Okay, so we're going to get started with Céline actually, because Céline is the brand that I was obsessed with back in the Phoebe Philo days. So the oldest one in this collection is my trio. I got this one, I don't even remember, maybe 2016, maybe before that. But I do just really love its simple and easy silhouette. It's pretty casual and chill, and I think it still looks really good. I always made sure that I never put anything too bulky in the fronts and just kept it nice and clean, although I do have a tear over here. I was about to sell this a few years ago and then I changed my mind and I have just kind of hung on to it. So this is probably the oldest bag in my collection, or the one that I've had the longest. I shouldn't say the oldest because there are some vintage bags that we're gonna get to. Next is my Céline Nano luggage, and this one I got in Paris in 2017. Still love it so much, and I have kept it in pretty good shape. It's a great crossbody, it fits a ton. Even though some people are pretty over the luggage, it's not as popular as it used to be. I feel like this really had a moment. I think it is a really iconic Céline bag. I'm actually really excited to see what Phoebe Philo does for her brand, that whenever it launches. I don't know when. I feel like I've been waiting for it forever. Next is the Céline Maiden Tote, and this one I rushed to get because it was part of Phoebe's last collection. I really sound like a Phoebe groupie right now, but I just loved her style and aesthetic so much. And this bag fits so much. And I should like start using this a little bit more because it is a very simple and easy silhouette. I have kept it very clean, except there's like a mark in the back that I gotta fix. But overall, I think she's still in really great condition. And it's for sure a great tote for travel. I think I'll use it this weekend actually. I got this the day that a lot of Phoebe's pieces were being consolidated. I got this at Neiman Marcus in Long Island. Even though I don't wear it as much because it is a super big bag, I love it. The most recent one, and I'm very surprised that I was into the new Céline because I was a new Céline hater for a bit. Although the brand has kind of evolved since Hedi Sliman's first collection. I really love the slouchy silhouette of this. It kind of reminds me of the Row. It is a silhouette that I feel like I would see from the Row, but I like how simple and easy it is, and I just love this color. I didn't have a white shoulder bag, but it just looks really cute and, you know, simple. It's not a bag that has too much attention, but I think she's cute. Now we are moving on to Bottega. Hold on, I gotta climb over here. I actually had quite a bit in the last collection video. I think I had the cassette, the pouch, but now I'm strictly a Jody gal. So I really love how this kind of combines traditional Bottega that I didn't really care for at the time, but I've grown to appreciate, especially if you see how they make this iconic Bottega weaving. I think you'll have a much better appreciation for it. But this is the small size, and the one that I was trying on in LA was the teen, which I still think is really cute, but this is the small size. I was wearing this a lot in Paris. I got this when I was working with Neiman Marcus for a project. It is a chocolate brown color with gold hardware. And then I used to have the white one, ended up selling it, and now I have the caramel one. The silhouette of the mini Jody has changed since it first launched. So the original one kind of came out this way. It was a bit more trapezoidy. Now it is a little bit more of like a moon shape. Nevertheless, super cute, especially for summer. The mini Jody really is like such a cute bag. I probably got convinced to add this into my collection again since my camp with Neiman Marcus, because my friends Lisa and Janae both had mini Jodies in such cute colors, and I was like, oh, I kind of miss it. So I knew I wasn't going to add it again in white because I do have quite a bit of white bags. Granted, I have quite a bit of camel bags as well, but there's just something about this that I just really, really love, because I feel like you can make it really casual and cute as well. So these are the two. If I add the teen and porridge, let's do a little size comparison. That is it for Bottega. Next, we're gonna go into my one-offs, which is Prada and Benedetta. This is the Benedetta bag, and I knew I didn't want to go with the Prada sparkly bag. It wasn't for me. And then there was a Cult Gaia one, but again, wasn't in love with it. Heard some reviews about how it slouches and wears. And I just think that this is such a cute evening bag, especially if you're going out, like with girlfriends, if you have a super simple all black look and you just want something to pop. So I pulled the trigger and I got this one from Nordstrom, and it's just really, really pretty. So even with like a super white outfit, it looks really cute as well. Next, for my more special occasion pieces, there's not a lot, is my Prada raffia tote. And I do really, really love this. So this one I got from Farfetch like last year. And I think it's just like such a cute little beach bag. And I get it. I mean, I probably wouldn't pay for its current price. I think it went up. But if you do want to have like a little bit of an extra summer bag, I do really like this one. There are so many bags that literally are just this that can still be super cute. So that's just, you know, this was extra. Yeah, that's it for Prada. Now I think we're actually gonna go into Goyard. Goyard like kind of really made its way into my collection the past few months. So Marco got me this one when we were in Paris in September for our engagement shoot. He bought me this. I actually bought him his Dior saddle, the men's one. Should we do a Marco's bag collection video? Because I actually think he has a couple of good pieces. We've been working on his wardrobe like the past year or so. Pricing of Goyard is so much better in Paris, let me tell you, especially after I did add some Goyard pieces from, you know, New York. I do really love this bag. It's so great to travel with. If you don't want anything too slouchy, they have versions where they're reversible, which is the Anjou, and then they also have ones with a zip top. But it is so great to travel with. I am aware of how this could wear over time without a lot of care. So I do try and be very careful with all of my bags. But yeah, the classic colors usually go for a couple $100 less than the special colors, which brings us to our next one. So this is my little Anjou mini, and I just think it's so cute. This one actually does fit under the arm. It's a nice bright yellow color that makes me really happy. It reminds me of sunshine and lemons in Italy. So yeah, this is a cute little summery bag as well. This one I got from Bergdorf's. I was shopping with Rebecca. I got this the day that Marco and I were actually at BG to get his tux for the wedding. So yeah, the latest Goyard edition, which I'm actually so excited about, is my little Alpine mini backpack, and I love this thing so much. I didn't see a lot of information about it online or on YouTube, but when I was shopping with Rebecca, I asked if they had it because Bergdorf's does carry Goyard and they do have all the colors. They had this one and I was just like, yep, that's perfect. And it was, I thought that I was good to be done with backpacks since I sold my Palm Springs mini. And then I started to miss it, but I knew I didn't want the Palm Springs mini. I just thought this was so cute, and I love the way that this looks on outfits, especially because I wear so many neutral and plain things. I don't wear a lot of prints or patterns. I just love the contrast between the brown and the Goyard print, and I just think she's really cute. And I know that I am not a big fan of silver hardware, but for Goyard it really does work. It's canvas on the inside. I'll do a little bit more in-depth review on this because I know that I've gotten a couple of questions on it as well. Next, we are moving on to Dior, and we're starting off with the Trois de Juillet book tote. I found this one on StockX a few years ago because I was obsessed with this print in this specific colorway, because I think the one that they do now, it's a little bit more blue and this is a little bit more white. I like how this looks a little bit more aged, and I think I never know if this is like black or blue. I really love the Trois de Juillet print, and I just think it's so timeless. I did end up selling my striped one because I just loved this one so much more. When it came to the size of that smaller book tote, there were just other bags that I would rather use or carry. So yeah, the prices of these have gone up, unfortunately. So yeah, I mean, a lot of prices went up the past few years. Next, I believe, is my Dior saddle. And this one, I love this color so much. This is one of my favorite bags to wear when it's a little bit warmer out, spring, summer, because I do like to wear it under my shoulder, and it doesn't really work as well in the fall or winter because I have bulkier pieces like sweaters. This size does fit quite a bit, but the mini that I got a few years ago working with StockX fits almost nothing, but I do like to wear this for special occasions. So this is one of the bags that I wear to weddings or special events. Fits everything that I need for that situation. Like, oh, I have lipstick in here. This is where my other pillow talk was. Another special occasion piece. And I do like to put the strap of my Céline nano luggage on this because it makes it a little crossbody. But I think the one that I got after that was probably the Bobby. You guys know I'm a Bobby fan. This one I love to travel with. It's such a light bag and it's so roomy, and it's not as delicate as one might think. I feel like I'm naturally very careful and mindful of my bags, and it also helps that when I have lighter colored bags that are white, I don't have to worry about color transfer because I'm in neutrals almost all the time. So a huge fan of the Bobby bag. I know that people have comments about the buckle, but I've been able to push past it, and I actually love this one so much that I got it in another color in white right before our London trip. So I love this one. It's so easy to style. I originally actually got the East West bag, which is the more pulled out version. I guess it's a little bit more of like a hot dog shape, but I couldn't crossbody it, and I think that was the biggest thing, so I ended up just exchanging it for the full size Bobby. But I do really love this latte color because it's just stunning in my opinion. So after the white Bobby, I finally added a mini Lady Dior. I got this one at Selfridges, and as soon as I saw this color, I knew that that was it. So it's called their Lucky Green. Also reminds me of British Racing Green. For the Lady Dior, I do love it best in the mini size. So I'm just really happy that I found this color with the champagne gold. I don't feel like I need any other Lady Dior's. It's a very specific style bag, although I feel like it can work with super neutral, you know, like chill outfits like this one. I feel like a button down really works well with most bags and outfits. It's one of my go-tos when I'm trying to figure out an outfit. We will be getting back to handbag reviews, so stay tuned. Last but not least for Dior is my micro Montan bag that I actually really, really love. So I found this one in Paris, and the micro bags are about $1,000 cheaper in Paris. I was doing really well on that trip, not shopping. Those vlogs are still up, but then I saw this and I just thought how cute it was. It almost felt like a little accessory to wear under the coat or under blazers. If I really don't want to carry much, still want to carry a bag, it's really cute. So this fits a card holder and my phone charger. Does not fit my phone, but fits lip balm, lipstick. So it's really good for an easygoing, like not wearing a lot kind of vibe. So yeah. Now we are going on to Chanel. So if you saw my To All the Bags That I Loved Before video, you'll know that I did go through a bit of a Chanel cleanse since the last video, bag collection video. Actually, I added a bit of Chanel and then I sold a good bit of Chanel. But I'm down to 5 and I'm really happy with where this 5 is. Where the classic flop prices are now, I don't see myself being a boutique buyer. I definitely have found myself gravitating more towards vintage styles if something catches my eye, although I don't have any that I'm really planning on adding into my radar at the moment. This camel classic flap I found in 2018, early 2018. This was $2,000, like pen marks on the inside, but I love this bag and I don't think I could ever find it again for what I got it for. I do just really love it and I think the color is so rich and it's still holding up pretty well. I have to double check what year this one is, but I've basically hung on to all of my classic flaps except for the jumbo, which I sold because it was just like feeling too heavy and I wasn't really reaching for it. But in 2018, which was a really good year for pre-loved Chanel for me, I found this one for $17.95. End of 2018, and this is still such an amazing find. I do need to bring this in to a leather spa or like leather surgeons because the edges are starting to dry out a little bit, but I love a mini Diana. It's still so light. The lambskin is still so soft and buttery. They really just don't make these bags the way that they used to. I love how rich the gold color is, and yeah, still such a good one. After that is my Caviar classic flap, and this is the only one in my collection that is straight from the boutique. So I got this one in 2020. It was literally lockdown and my SA was able to place the order for me when the boutiques were still closed, and I snagged this one before all the aggressive price increases started. So this was in May of 2020, right before that May 2020 increase that put this over $6,000. So I was able to add a Caviar classic flap. I get so much more use out of this compared to the jumbo, so that's why I also ended up selling that one. It's just a classic, but if you asked me today if I were willing to buy this bag at its current price tag, I don't know if I could confidently say so. But I just think that there's so many in the pre-loved market, although I know that the resale market is just going up along with boutique pricing as well, but you know, that's the name of the game. Also can't complain because the bags that I did sell, I was able to sell for more than I got them for because of how the market value is. So it's just, in 2020 also, I think this is September or October, I found this one. I was shopping with my friend Taylor at the Real Real and I saw this perfect white collar bag and I just love the creaminess of it. I don't like such stark white from Chanel, so I really love that this just looked like the perfect milky shade, and it's lambskin and it's just stunning and it was in really great condition. So this one I actually found for $5,000, which I still felt all right about because I think the Caviar was around $5,600 or $5,800 when I got it. So this was still below retail, which was shocking because a lot of people are looking for this particular combo when it comes to Chanel. Last one for Chanel. Hold on, I need to copy my... Last one for Chanel is my Chanel 19 in lambskin from Rue Deluxe, who, again, shout out because they have sold so many of my Chanel bags for me. I had the cookies and cream one, and then I had the navy one. Ended up selling both of those because longevity-wise, I didn't know if I could hang on to those tweeds and keep them in as good of a condition as they were at the time that I sold them. This is the one that I was really pulling for more when it came to a Chanel 19 because I love the slouchy silhouette of it. I love how soft it is and how casual it can be. These definitely feel a little bit more, I don't know, like proper. This is the only 19 in my collection, and the last Chanel bag I added into the mix. Last but not least, the Hermès collection. 2021 was a big year for Hermès for me. We're just gonna get started. So, I started my Hermès journey in November of 2020, and that is when the boutiques just opened up again. I went in and I had an appointment. I was assigned a sales associate who I love and I miss because she's now no longer with the company, but she's on to bigger and better things, so we're fine. She made this happen by my birthday, so it took about 2 months before I got this offer, and I did not spend a 1-to-1 ratio. I have the story time on this bag down below as well, so I won't go into like crazy depth about each of these because I feel like I have had dedicated videos for most of these bags. So yeah, I added this in January of 2021, and it was just such a special offer because it was the only one that I put on my wish list, and I wanted it for my 30th birthday because it felt like a milestone, and for her to have made it happen and to have such a good experience with a sales associate at Hermès, because it was a super intimidating thing, just makes me really, really thankful for the experience that I had with her. So this is probably like my favorite one in my collection just because I do have sentimental value attached to it, and I honestly, I do prefer the Birkins to a Kelly, just because I feel like it can be a little bit more relaxed. That being said, I do still love the Kellys. So after that, I would just, you know, scour the internet a little bit, and then I came across this beautiful Box Kelly 32 that I love so much, and I debated on selling because of another Box Kelly that came into the mix. You will see her later. I do still really love this bag, and I feel like the bigger bags are for sure making a comeback. These I have found used to be all over the resale market a few years ago. I don't know why not as many people pay attention to the Box Kellys because they're actually my absolute favorite. I just think they're so stunning, and I think I remember trying a Kelly on, a Box Kelly on a few years ago. I think it was when What Goes Around was working with Bloomingdale's in Soho, and I saw one for like $5,000, but at the time, you know, that wasn't in my price range, but I was able to add one through Rebag, and I was always timing it with Rebag's like 15% off sales because those helped a bit with these bags. So I added the Box Kelly, and I was just like in love with it, and it honestly was just like such a slippery slope with the Hermès game. I feel like I am in a really good place now, so I'm not really after anything more at this moment. I do have an existing wish list still with my new sales associate, but you know, I'm fine. I did try my luck at Hermès in Paris. I got appointments both times that I went with Marco in September, and then when I went with Alicia and Christine in February, but no bags ever came out of those appointments just because the ones that they offered me weren't ones that I was absolutely in love with. I didn't want to take those bags away from anyone that actually did want them, even though like people told me like, oh, you should have just gotten them and then sold it. I didn't want to deal with the hassle of like doing the VAT refund and then the taxes, bringing them back into the States. Not for bags that I wasn't even really trying to keep, but I did end up finding, because I did fall in love with the 35, I found this one in Courchevel, also on Rebag, also during a sale. And I almost sold this one also because I felt like it was too big. But seriously, like, big bags are making such a comeback that I will be keeping her because I do really love this color. I love the way that Courchevel actually looks and feels because it's got a little bit more of a sheen to it. I had water spilled on this and it was totally fine. So I love the durability of this. So I really do think that Courchevel is perfect to travel with, you know, if you wanted to travel with a bag such as this. I found this one in September and I haven't been able to use it as much, but I think I shall. Like, I definitely get a lot more use out of the 30 because it's not as big, but it has been growing on me, so she is a keeper. And then I was not anticipating getting the next 2 bags, so just bear that in mind. But I got an opportunity to work with Saclab where they found a bag that was on my wish list, and I was shocked because I didn't think that it was going to happen, but I essentially got this one for retail, and the Kelly 28 is just such a great size. I do feel like I would love this in a 25 now that I'm comparing it with other sizes. This is the gold on gold Kelly 28 in Epsom leather, so you can see it's a little bit more flat compared to the Courchevel, which has a little bit more of a gloss or shine to it. So if you think about it, it's a little bit more matte, a little bit more glossy, because it does have a bit of like a coating to it. Again, this silhouette just feels very, very proper at times, although the retorn silhouette of a Kelly has started to grow on me. So yeah, I can't remember if I did comparison video on this and the 32. I might have. Next, which I didn't anticipate to happen soon after. Like, I literally got this bag and then there was a call from my sales associate that my special order came in. This bag came along in October and I placed the order for this. Like, I spec'd it out in April. I got my Birkin 30 from my sales associate in January of 2021. And then 2 months later or 3 months later, yeah, it was April because it was right when we got weighed, she texted me and was like, hey, can I call you? And I was like, sure. And she said, you've been selected to do a special order a la carte. When do you want to come in? And I was freaking out. And at the time that I designed it, she said that it could take a year to 2 years to make a bag. So I was like, okay, great. I'll design something and it won't even come until the wedding. So I thought I had like all of this time. And then the bag was done in 6 months, so it came in like October. Obviously I couldn't say no. It was just that I didn't know how soon it would come. But this is my Birkin 25. In Cellier, Nada, toffee interior. I do have a video on my special order unboxing. Brushed gold hardware, horseshoe stamp, and my little cutie. Although this is probably the bag that I am for sure the most careful about. Actually, no, I lied. The next one might be the one I'm most careful about. There's a specific video on this in case you wanted to see, but this is that little cutie right here. Next is my Kelly Pochette in Nada, and this one is the last bag that I got from my lovely sales associate before she left. So she actually brought me this bag. I actually had a mini Kelly on my list, and I had updated her about that months ago. And then I decided to pop in one day and I asked, how much more likely is a Kelly Pochette versus a Kelly Mini? So we go downstairs because I am thinking that she's just going to bring a pochette out for me to take a look at, like one of their in-house bags that, you know, like just to try on, because they've done that for a la carte where they show you a bag that's kind of like been there for years and it's not for sale or anything. It's just to show you the size and the shape and the silhouette. She goes to the back and she's gone for a really long time. And when she comes back, she's like, can you come back in 2 days? I was like, what? So she told me to come back. And I'm pretty sure I was with Cassie when that happened. By the time I went back to see my essay with our friend Rebecca, who I always shop with at Bergdorf's, you guys know Rebecca, we both got bag offers that day, and that was the day that our sales associate actually told us that she was leaving. So I joke that this is my little breakup bag, but she's so cute, and I think she's perfect for all the wedding looks. But I am super nervous about the Swift. Yeah, I try to be super careful about this one. This one does fit a bit more than a mini Kelly, like my phone actually fits inside this. But if I ever get a mini Kelly in my possession, I'll do a comparison video for you guys. Then I think we're on the last bag. The last one in this collection is the one that got away and then found its way back to me. This is a Vert Fonts Kelly 28. Again, I love the box Kellys. I love this green color. So I saw this one at Sotheby's, and while I was editing that video too, I was like, maybe I should take out the bit about this bag because I don't want someone else to see it in case I do want to buy it. And then someone bought it. I left it in the video. I'm sure it's in a loving home now. I had FOMO, and then I was just like, if I ever see one again, you know, I think I'm gonna do it. There really is just something about the box Kellys that I really, really love. So if it were up to me, I would probably only be keeping this one. My only thing is that this doesn't have the two-way rings, so I do have to be mindful of when I choose to use the straps. But for the Kellys, even though there is a strap option, I do love the way that it looks on the arm. And that is the latest edition, and hopefully last for a while in the Hermès collection. But yeah, that is essentially it for my bag collection 2022. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I hope that this didn't run too long in terms of timing, but that's where we're at. I do definitely feel like my style has been slowly evolving and changing, and with this job too, there are opportunities to add bags to my collection, so then that's when I try and decide, like, okay, time to sell one, which one's gonna go. I am really happy with where everything is at, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I also just want to say thank you so much to all of you for all of your love and support. Like, without you, I wouldn't be doing the job that I have with Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. So I just wanted to send you guys a little form of gratitude, and I do have a giveaway coming up, so please stay tuned on my Instagram stories. This is hopefully, I don't know if like my bag collection thing should be a yearly thing, but maybe the next one, if there are new pieces, I will just do an update rather than an overall one. But I felt like this one changed quite a bit, that it did make sense to do a full video. I do also want to get back to doing dedicated bag review videos because I have heard from you guys that you find them really helpful. Not so much with unboxings. I've kind of stopped doing unboxings because I don't really know what to do like once the bag is out. I feel like it's more useful for you to know when I've had it for a while. So hopefully that makes its way back to the channel. Thank you so much for your patience. I know that this video was so delayed so many times, but just genuinely want to thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!